You want to go first?
Yeah, let me go first. Well, the first 5 years of our marriage was I wouldn't say it was tough. It was just a period of learning who my husband is. You know, when you are courting, there are so many things you may not be able to pick out from the relationship. But when we got married, the first 5 years was when I now got to know him very well. And it wasn't easy because there were certain things I would take for granted when we're courting. At times you find yourself quarreling over food. You didn't cook, or why did you cook this? So I had to adapt to the new situation I found myself in. And it was not easy for me because ordinarily I'm not the type that liked cooking, but I can go without cooking, just be eating anything I see. But you know, when I got married, I had to learn that I have to cook food. There must be food. Whether I'm tired or I'm not tired, whether I want to eat or I don't want to eat, I must cook food for my spouse. So I had to do so many adjustments in my life. It was not easy, but I thank God I was able to sail through.
For me, it was quite easy. Very early into married life, we joined a society in the church. It's called the Catholic Couples for Christ. You know, where you are taught how to live together. It was actually set up for marriages 1 to 5 years. You know, the period when the marriage faces challenges. You know, so during those years we learned a lot. You know, from that society, where we have seminars and with topics, you know, relating to marriage, and we learned how to live together. It's been quite easy, you know, throughout our 5 years in marriage, because I am the type who likes to take control. I'm sure she also learned, you know, through those seminars how to be a good wife, you know, and I took control, and there was no problem at all. We had a smooth run. I remember that there were certain decisions we took, you know, about how we want to spend our lives together. For instance, we decided that we were not going to have any housemaid in the house. That period, we were just together, you know, before the children came, and it was just smooth for us. The whole story about our proposal and how I her ring size. Like I said, we had started going out from that time. You know, like I said, she really played hard to get. You know, it wasn't very easy for me. At a point, I would even bring, I once brought a friend of mine who is female, you know, but we're close in my profession. And I wanted her to see that, look, oh, there are other babes, so if you know, if you don't budge quickly, somebody else will take over. You know, so I would come, pose around with another babe and go away. I don't know if she noticed, you know, but then I still was playing my card. You know, I also got some of my friends to check her out and see if they also approve of her. You know, I took her to my mom, took her to my dad, you know, introduced her as a friend and all whatnot, and I would ask questions. What do you think about her? You know, and then until I finally made up my mind that yes, this is the person I was going to spend the rest of my life with. I can't remember how I got her ring size. I must have playfully checked her, fingers or even asked. Those days we were not ashamed to ask, that I was going to propose to her, was not a big deal, and I'm sure I would have asked for her size, and I got the right ring.
We never did that type of proposal where you have to kneel down, will you marry me, this, that. We just went out. We went out on a date.
You have forgotten where I did it.
Oh, we went out on a date, then he just brought out a ring. I think the ring was adjustable, something like that. You can't remember.
So long ago.
So he just said he would like me to be the wife. I said, be your wife? I just said, okay. Okay. Then he put the ring and it was my size. I think that was how it happened. Well, because he never asked me for my ring size.
Well, what I remember was that it was in my room, that I did it, and I brought out the ring and asked if you would marry me.
Did you kneel down?
Did I kneel down? I can't remember that.
No.
I can't remember that. I popped the question and she said, okay, let's see how it goes.